Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back. I'm Will Dragon and we are playing Frostpunk on the last autumn scenario. We're on phase 2, we've almost finished phase 2. We are pushing it to the wire. We are expected to be finished in day 25 at 1500. It is currently day 25, 7:10 in the morning. We are going to continue work at 8. And we have 18% left to go. So let's go ahead and press play. Let's fast forward a little bit till we get to 8 o'clock. And then, let's see just how we're doing. We're just in unhealthy conditions. We have 5 hours to finish. So we should be finished by 1 o'clock, barring any form of disaster. So yeah. And out of curiosity, awesome. So 2 ventilation plants does get us a +2 bonus. We can now go up to 3 ventilation plants if we so wish, which will allow us to pretty much have constant +3 to safety, which will be fantastic. And I think in terms of research, I think we're near enough done. We don't need additional forages. We don't actually have any forages on the go at the moment. Medical mechanization, maybe. I might jump back and grab it, because it does free up 5 engineers. But to be honest with you, we have, still 3 engineers not doing anything. So yeah, we'll find out. Okay, so yeah, 3 hours now. That's about right. 2 hours. That's because people are actually getting into work. We still have a few people missing. That's okay. +25% due to high motivation. Love it. And so we should be finished just in the nick of time once more, just like phase 1. They reckon we're 3 hours behind schedule. Oh, how little you know about how hard my workers wish to finish this phase. So let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit and let's get phase 2 finished. Pray to whatever gods you pray, the gaming gods, the god of wind, the god of ice, that no disaster strikes. Huzzah! Phase 2 complete. Next, we have to build the heart of the generator. With the foundations in place, it is time to build the fiery heart of the generator, called a core. It will have to be enclosed within 2 support frames, which will also hold up the external parts of the generator. Okay, let's go to OK. I am going to pause there a second. That now obviously leaves us with lots of free workers. Go ahead and get 10 in here. Go ahead and get 10 in here. We may as well go and get 5 in here. I'm going to get 10 in my coal exchanger with that. Yep, we're losing 186 wood a day. Yes, amazing. They take up 93 wood a day, even when I only had my coal on 5 out of 10 workers, which I think I did to save wood. So that obviously didn't work. So we are making 1,189 a day. Out of curiosity, if I was to work for 24 hours, I would be using 600. That's entirely feasible. If I was to go and get my 3rd ventilation plant, that would be about 900. Plus that would be roughly what I'm gaining in coal. But that could still be viable, because I'm about to go and make a lot of coal. And if I get a really big surplus, then hey, maybe I'll have enough for the steel composites. As I went and said in the previous episodes, we still need about 100 of each resource. Then, of course, we have the extras, where as you can see, we need another 50, 60 more of each. And so, yeah, that's all going along quite nicely. Now, it reckons we're 2 days ahead of schedule. Sure. What I can go and do is the generator. We can go and build 1 core. And we could also go and build 1 support frame. We're not far off being able to place down the 2nd support frame either. Now, if I was... Go ahead and put all of the rest of my workers in this. The ventilation plants we'd still be on dangerous because of toxic gases. We would, however, get +1 from the inspectorate, which I'm not quite sure why hasn't kicked in. Let's go ahead. Let's just press play a second. No, we're still on dangerous. We do have high toxic gases. They are supposed to fall off tomorrow. So, how about we take the guys out of here, and for now, we focus on getting the things that we need. And so with all of that placed, that's going to put us down onto needing 25 support frames, 20 steel composites, and 50 steam exchangers still. So let us put you up to 6. I get you halfway there. You will then be halfway there, but that's not quite the same. With, you know, halfway to 50 is not quite halfway to 20. I'm perfectly honest. We could do with then a boost in resources. How about as well? How many people do we have left? We have 1. So do you know what? I'm actually gonna... Let's take 5 people off that. Let's take 5 people off that. And... go and put 1 more on there, just to make sure we don't run out. Let's go and put 1 more on there. And what I'm going to do... going up you to 24 hours. How are you doing? Going up you to 24 hours. And that leaves me with nobody spare. 30 an hour. That means you've actually got 10 hours worth of supplies. Actually, let's not put you on 24 hours. Let's simply keep you as you are. I think that's probably getting plenty of wood. Let's go and... I'm going to go and up you to 24 hours. And out of curiosity, did that go and take... Oh, yeah, it did. 24 hours takes 224. I suppose, yeah, because it does a lot more hours. So, do you know what? No, let's not do that. Put you back to 18 hours. Go back down to 93. Yeah, do you know what? I think my coal gain is actually fine. You can have another engineer working in you, because we really do need to convert this. But yeah, we will leave it at that. We've got, what, 4 more people? Let's go and put them here. Let's go ahead and actually press play and get this all moving. Site 120. Great work on laying down the generator's foundations. You're making good time. Down here, bad weather and crop failures prompted an exodus to the colonies. Those who stay place their hopes in the government's newly unveiled evacuation plan. Oh, got it. Our company was accused of profiteering by opposition politicians. Pure slander, of course. Unfortunately, we lost contact with Site 120. We are attaching its coordinates and would appreciate it if you could spare a few men to check up on them. Of course, for us to get this, we do need 15 people. So, let's go and... who did I put on 24 hours? I'm sure there was a few of them. We'll get 5 workers from you. So, one of our people received a passionate letter from a lady friend, together with a highly suggestive photograph. Are we to allow this shameless debauchery? Discontent will rise slightly. Carry on. I mean, we've got a pleasure house. Do I really have the right to say anything at this point? Right, so I do need 10 more people. We have 14 more turning up soon. Maybe we'll just go and rely on them. I am going to put you down to just normal working hours. I mean, there's really no need for it to be on 24 hours at this point. We have plenty of things to keep us busy. In fact, you know, actually, no, I'm going to keep you on 24 hours. And I'm going to put these workers in that one once we're done. Have 5 workers spare. Yeah, so apart from 1 worker who we will put into our exploration team, all good. I'm going to go and strip a worker from this one. Transport has arrived. And let's go and create a team and see if we can't get us some extra labor force, basically. A lovely big group of labor force, because we actually have 8 homeless citizens. Wow, would you look at that. People, tents. I'm going to go ahead and build 2, just because I suspect we might be getting... Well, I say I suspect, I hope we might be getting some more people. I hope we're getting some more resources as well, if I'm honest. That will be a nice boost. Right, so let's take you guys off here. And let's max out this one. And of course it is harmful because... Let's go and put it all the way up to 10. I know that lowers our wood a little bit, but that's okay. And oh, that actually still gives us 3 free people. They can take a rest. They can help build some houses. Whichever way. Toxic levels will increase. 600 a day. That is now just an unhealthy workplace. These are harmfuls, those are deadlies, and then of course there's dangerous in the middle and healthy all the way at the top. But hey, who knows? Let's go ahead and grab... I am going to grab another steam core. I'm going to wait to do the shipment though. Let's also see what we get from here actually. And so let's go ahead and fast forward. Let's go ahead and move you people out of there. And you back to a normal working day. And we will of course we will rearrange everything in the morning. We have found survivors. The workers tell us about Site 120, where they toiled in inhuman conditions under their slave-driving boss until they had enough and ran away one night. They beg us not to betray them if we visit their site. They're starved and about half of them are sick. They won't survive alone in the wilderness. Lead them to our camp. Tell them to stay put. We can return here later. Oh, that's fine. I'll get them on the way back, if that won't do anything. What do I feel like we can return here? What do I feel like I'll return and they'll all be dead? But that's 50 workers right there, so... Yeah, we'll get that on the way back, to be honest, because I don't want to keep coming back and forth. Although I might do, actually... Let us go, and let's actually just make a second team. You guys can go there. You guys can actually turn around and come back later. And hopefully that's not a problem. Explore. Lead them to our camp. Take them to our leader. In other words, and we need 50 beds. I think we are at our limit. No, see, now it says we have 20 vacant beds. When I went a minute ago, I had 8 homeless. When I built something for A, I sent some people... I truly don't know. But we are definitely going to need some more tents. That's for sure. We can have one there. basically get them all in range of our church. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that should be more than enough. Oh, it's wrong button. Let's go ahead and... go ahead and build. There you go. Everyone will now have roads as well. Let's continue to fast forward. Let's go to normal speed. Toxic levels are supposed to decrease. See how that one goes, shall we? And we're looking pretty good. Pretty good indeed. So what do we have free? We have 18 workers. I don't think anybody's on a 24-hour shift. And so for now, I'm going to put 5 in there. 5 in there. And 5 in there. Let's go and put you up to 5. I don't want to put it any higher than that because we are actually running a little bit low on wood, but not hugely. But obviously I have gone and pushed out a lot of structural profiles overnight as well, where we weren't actually gaining any wood. And so yeah, I think I needed 20 and 50 if I remember correctly. Yes, that puts me to 10. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's just increase the numbers, but that's actually what I wanted to do, was increase the people. Oh, apparently that one doesn't have a road. Okay, it's just off the beaten path. And so, because yes, we will have 50 workers turning up in less than an hour, which is fantastic. Those 50 workers might be thrown straight into working in the core. We'll see how that goes. I mean, it is deadly, which is not ideal. What's the point though, with those 50 workers, I'm actually going to wait for a little bit longer. Won't take too long. I'm going to keep them waiting here for a second. And so on that, if I was to put them onto a short shift, max out 50 workers, go ahead and do protective structure. Workplace safety rises by 1, but efficiency falls by 25%. Let's go ahead and do that. We are now down to unhealthy, and we have people working. We have 17 people sick. People are getting sick a little bit more often, it seems. I think maybe it's time for a second infirmary. And then I might actually be short of some engineers. Oh, but then an infirmary does cost... Ah, so of course, right. So let's go and... you can leave there. And we can go and turn this back on. Because they're not gravely treated, so it does just take a medical post. Let's get that one up and running. And see how we're doing. We have to be finished by... day 35. I have 9 more days. Keep building. And, oh, of course, why don't we, just so I don't accidentally use them, get the second support frame down. Very nice, very nice. And let's go ahead and press play. Toxic gas concentration will fall tomorrow. So you tell me. So you tell me. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Don't know what that noise was. Nobody's waiting. I can sign a new law, but I think that's been around for a little bit of a while. National beneficiaries to speed up recovery. If I go back to labour. Workplaces will be 10% more efficient during short shifts. Using short shifts will cause a little discontent. You know what? I'm going to go and sign that.
Attention, regulations change.
Got a ploy to make us work more in the same amount of time. You're damn right it is. What's the problem? Releasing tension. Sir, 2 of our people got into a fist fight. Apparently over the lewd picture that came by mail earlier. Nothing too serious, although one of them got a sprained wrist. The original recipient of the picture is clamouring to get it back, while the other man insists that he wanted it fair and square in a game of whist. As it is difficult to tell where the truth lies, people seem to expect you to settle it. Discontent will rise. Motivation will fall slightly. Ah, so I'm going to confiscate the picture. Look, if you can't play nice with your toys, you won't have them. And let's go and on that... Oh, I can't go and use that just yet. And so on that as well, we don't actually need any structural profiles just for the optional upgrades. So, that's all good. I'm even going to take 2 people off you and put it into him. Can I... Yep, let's get... No, not a waste. Let's get 2 steam cores. That'll get me 1 more ventilation plant. And I will upgrade one of these, maybe, if I need to. Maybe build another steam reloading station over here. Shall see, we shall see. And let's just go and turn you off. And let's go and fast forward again. It doesn't tell me. Oh, it's it only got 1% built. That seems slow. That seems very slow. Apparently toxic levels will drop tomorrow. Let's see what these guys get overnight. And then I might disband these guys and, of course, get them to start working here. We have 10. I go and put the other... Yeah, let's go and put the other 10 down. That is basically what we will need. Yeah, we'll need 20 altogether. And you are currently going to put us up to 35. That will put us up to the 50.
Leave your workplace in order.
Now, of course, if toxicity decreases, we will untick safety procedures. Nobody's working there at the moment. Point is, we should be able to get to normal working hours as well once we get our steam core in 20 hours. This, of course, as well depends on what is found by my people who are 6 minutes away. Nope. These guys, the collapsed mine. It's a coal mine, but it's been evacuated after a collapse. There was nothing that can be done here. Site 120. Let's go see what we've got. We'll get there in 7 hours and 25 minutes. I'm going to assume there's going to be nothing further on, so let's basically expand these guys. I don't know which one I'm in. Better. That's 15 more people. Those people will end up in here. At this point in a safe working shift. And then we'll see what goes from there. Because, you know, toxic levels are apparently supposed to fall tomorrow. We shall find out. We shall find out. Go ahead and fast forward. And see what the morning brings. I reckon we're still 2 out. Well, we're now about to fall behind schedule. That usually happens right at the end, and I just about make it. We've reached site 120. And all we've gone and got is structural profiles by the looks of it. Site 120 has been destroyed by a violent rebellion. Unburied bodies lie everywhere. We found no survivors. Peeking into the generator pit, we saw even more bodies scattered at the bottom. Judging from their clothes, most of the victims were engineers. All buildings are in ruin, gutted by fire or wrecked on purpose. We'll gather whatever supplies we can find and leave this terrible place. Let's take the resources. We do have snowy hills. So he's now carrying 10 structural profiles. That's not bad. I'll take 10 structural profiles. We do need 60. 68 for the optional upgrades if we so wish to get them done. course, I mean, that will drop by 2. Which will put me, what am I at? -6. I'll put me at -2. That's not too bad. I think the natural level. Oh, thank you for investigating Site 120. We were sorry to hear of their fate. Surely the workers you took in must know more that they are letting on. We strongly suspect that subversive elements are hiding among them and urge you to keep an eye out for dangerous syndicalists. According to reports from all over the globe, the cooling shows no sign of slowing down. With the other generator project scrapped, your site is now Liverpool's last hope. The evacuation becomes necessary. You can count on us. And our motivation did drop a little bit. But we are almost able to give the people the boost they need. Let's go ahead and fast forward again. Where, hey, toxic levels decreased. It just got colder. I hate this stupid snow. Don't we all? Don't we all? Okay, no, we didn't get anything past work standardization. It will raise discontent in nearby workplaces. It will raise efficiency by 15%. Increases motivation, but also the risk strike. I'll have to build 2 overseers stations. You know, I feel like I can't get that into the middle. This morning, the camp wakes up to the sight of dancing white flakes. The first snow came much sooner than anyone expected, and although it melts soon, the mood remains depressed. People shuffle through the mist, and the falling snow muffling their voices and turning them pale like ghosts. Someone curses under their breath. This is the last thing we needed. Work in such cold is going to be a drag. This nasty surprise heralds an unnaturally early winter, but nobody feels like talking about it. We must endure. Motivation falls even more each morning. Did I manage to? I did. Well, we'll attempt to keep that going. You are... Okay, that's fantastic. Support frames are safe. Base safety level is only -2. That would be why. That's fantastic. Are you on... What I can do, let's put you up 1 and do that. The core, also the same. Let's keep you safe for now. I can always push that up. Oh, we're now back to being 1 hour ahead of schedule. Would you look at that? And, you know, resources are ticking along quite nicely. Have I gone and... Yep, I've piled all of those up to get me to 50. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take 10 people out of that for now. You guys can all pile into that. And... yeah. Oh, with that, we could probably... You know, let's take 2 people off that. Go and put them in here. And... let's get us another 5 of those. What do we have? Spreading anxiety. Sir, people we rescued from workers' camp, those who fled from the failed generator site, are unhappy with life in our camp. Beat some sense into them, lol. They complain about workplace safety and overtime. They call the work conditions inhumane. They claim that our camp resembles their own too much. What's worse, our people listen to them and grow anxious. Requires people, militia, or security outposts. Discontent will rise. And then in here, a small fire broke out in the unfinished core. We managed to put it out before it spread, but this is bound to happen again if we do not improve the work safety. Additionally, we can build fire dampers inside the structure to limit the scale of any potential fires and the damage from them. -5 steel composites. Remind me later, we'll manage without them. I'll go for -5 steel composites. I'm okay with that. And so let's put that up to 14. That will get us where we need to go. And let's keep moving. Huge coal pile. Oh wow, we've depleted one of our coal piles. That's gnarly. Let's go and build another charcoal kiln, quite frankly. Oh, we've reached the snowy hills. We will get some wood and some steel. Searching the area, we found some resources scattered around. The fugitives must have left all inessential supplies behind to lighten their load before entering the hills. There's no telling what happened to them. But considering the remoteness of this land and the harsh climate, they are likely to die of starvation and exposure before finding help. Nice, we got a good bit of resources, and we didn't go and discover anything. Let's have a quick look. I said you guys to get here. 5 hours to arrive. 13 hours. Do you know what? Let's go via here. Let's send another 80 food home because we're out and about and, well, it's, you know, a little bit cheeky. And let's keep moving forward. Now, with the coal decreasing, yes, we're going to lose that, but we're going to replace it with another charcoal kiln, which will get us, you know, another 200, technically. And then so for wood, we will be losing another 93, but that's still 200 a day, which I think is more than enough for now. And so once our boat gets here, we will also build another ventilation plant. Takes 0 workers, absolutely joyous building. However, does take coal. So, transport has arrived. I'm going to go and hit pause there because after the glorious placing of, not the resources, the generator, go and put that there. On that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end the episode. We will have then 3 ventilation plants going, which means we can hopefully start to maybe push out some 24-hour work conditions. And so obviously with the increase, hopefully, in coal input as well. Like I said, that's where we're hopefully going to be looking to go. I can go and do this. They advance the work on the generator by 20%. I may go and do that as well. We will decide by next episode if we want to spend 5 Steam Exchanges on 20%. I think it's probably worth it, but I'll have a little think. And so until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you are enjoying it. And until we see you again, I hope that you stay safe, stay happy, and stay healthy.